And in 2002, I made up some kind of a jingle on one of these shows, the Best Damn Sports Show, I guess it was. This guy asked me, and he was 29 years old. He said, he was doing the pre-interview, and he said, "Oh, let's see, the 72 team, does that ever come up?" And I go, "How old are you?" He said, "Well, I'm on 29. I said, "Okay, I'll tell you when we get to the studio." So I sit down and I write this little jingle out, and the jingle had to do with the Dolphins' perfect season. In 2002, when we had our reunion, Don asked me to do that little rap song that I did on that show, and I said, "Well, let me say it to you like this. Picture us losing to somebody that we played. Way back in the day, you said the record was made. We posted undefeated stats that nobody could match, and people looking back and saying, 'Man, how'd they do that?' Well, the answer is simple. If you busters just do the math, everybody got beat each time they stepped in our path. You might say it's a fluke that the Dolphins won every game, but bring me the team you say whose record's the same. What? When you finally see the light and the truth is a must, there ain't nobody sitting in this perfect circle but us. Since we ran a table on them, it ain't been the same. You want to go undefeated, you got to win every game. I know you wonder what it's like to lace up the shoes of a player stepping on the field without a thing to lose. The busters posing up the view on ESPN, asking me that stupid question. Think they'll do it again? Once again, I'm holding school about the thought of defeat. I got no losses on my table, so you can't take my seat. My perfect history will tell you that the record's complete. Stand up, you busters playing if you tasted defeat. Every year they try to bust out trying to capture the crown. I've been trying to tell you busters, you can't play in our town. And the answer to your question is still the same. You want to go undefeated, you got to win every game. I know you challenged my record with the computer scheme, using NFL films to make a field of dreams. So on paper we lost to another team, but that was football fantasy, not the real thing. Our parking spot is in front of everybody's record book. If your memory is hazy, go back and take another look at the stats that we posted when we made the climb to the top of the sports world, and you can't deny. Look at how many times we put up the crown, counting 33 years, and we're still around. It's not a secret how we did it. The equation's the same. You want to go undefeated, you got to win every game. I'm inviting all you busters to a state of perfection, where a loss in the game is automatic rejection. You want to come and join us down in MIA, just like Chicago did in '85. They came to play, but they forgot the jinx was on them when they stepped in the room. That's when Danny jumped up on them in the Temple of Doom. Shula psyched them out to play like it was 72, so the perfect season stayed with the perfect crew. How coincidental is it that the Bears' only test would be to come down to Miami to get that weight off their chest? You know the path to going undefeated is always the same. You want to go undefeated, you better remember my name. And let me end this conversation with some friendly advice. Some things that happen once in life, they won't happen twice. So don't try to go undefeated, because by you, that can't be done. You see, the 16 straight in 72 was just a play in one. Any given Sunday, player, except in '72.